All right, so now that we put our dolomite in, what comes next?
We're ready for the fertilizer, but before we put the fertilizer, we're going to decide what we're going to plant in the box. So what do you want to plant?
There's nothing better than a good tomato.
I'm glad you said that. I happen to see your fertilizer down here, and this happens to be a 6, 8, 10.
Yes.
Did you say that?
6, 8, 10 guaranteed analysis. What's
Right.
that mean?
Well, it doesn't mean a whole lot, but it means it really does, because fertilizer, there are many different types of fertilizer. But this is an all general purpose fertilizer, and it will grow 50 pounds of tomatoes in this box if you do everything right. That's hard to believe.
Wow.
I don't like to use fertilizer that are over 10, 10, 10 when you use the dry analysis. But something like an 888 or a 10, 10, 10 or a 688 or a 6, 10, 10, they'll work fine too.
So we offer this with EarthBox, but you could also get it at your local hardware
Right,
store.
right. But no unusual fertilizer is needed in this box at all. So let's open up this fertilizer.
Okay.
Now I'm going to let you help me now. Remember we talked about this box being alive?
Mm-hmm.
Because we pushed the water down in this corner and this corner.
Yes.
And now through capillary action, the water's flowing this way and flowing this way. Where do you think I would put this 6, 8, 10 to grow 50 pounds of tomatoes with 2 tomato plants?
My guess is going to be right where we made it alive, like right here.
Most people say that. You know why they say that, Dorothy? They say, well, the water's flowing this way. Logically, I'll let the water carry the fertilizer this way, and that's completely wrong.
Oh.
So I hate to tell you you're dead wrong,
I'm
but
dead
I'm going to
wrong.
tell you you're dead wrong. I'm going to put the fertilizer opposite of where you told me, right here.
Just right in a row like that.
Straight row like that right there.
So along where the watering tube is at the front of the box.
Front of the water always goes toward the tube.
All
And the
right.
tube is always the front of the box where the water will drain out. So it's very easy to remember. Now take your hand and smooth that down for me. Would you do that?
There we go.
Doesn't that feel good?
It does, like little tiny rocks.
And that's 6, 8, 10. That's phosphorus and potash and nitrogen in that right there. And it'll make 50 pounds of tomatoes. See, it really is a wonderful system, because I can put all the fertilizer I possibly need for the maximum yield in that box without burning that plant. The salts will stay right here. And then when I'm finished with this box, believe it or not, I can remove this band of fertilizer and I remove my salts. And I can use the same box over and over and over again.
That's
Very
great.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Now what do you think's next?
Do we put the plants in yet?
Not yet.
No?
Still got to do one more thing.
Well, when I looked, I saw that I had this this shower cap that was included with my EarthBox. Does that have anything?
You got 2 of them in your EarthBox when you bought it. That's right. Let me say something about this. Notice there are 2 colors here.
I did.
In the north, you always use the black side up.
Okay.
You don't use the white at all. In Florida, in the southeast, we use the white and the black. The white is for the summertime, the black is for the wintertime. It's about 15 to 20 degrees difference in the temperature. So let's put the top on it. May we do that?
Sure.
Let me put it over here on this, right like this. Look at there. Now, isn't that pretty?
Yes, it sure is, and so neat. Like I feel we're ready to go.
Now what would happen if it rained 100 inches of rain?
Nothing.
Nothing is right. Exactly right. The water would hit this and run off. As long as this is not below the water level right here, it can rain. That's why I lost my tomato crop in the field. It drowned it, but they won't drown in this box. That's one thing about it.
All right, so we have the cover on our wonderfully prepared EarthBox. Are we ready to put the tomato plants in?
We're ready to get dirty now. That's right. Let's review very quickly so we'll know what we have. We have all of our fertilizer right here. The water's coming up in this corner and this corner, flowing this way. So we're going to put our plants where the water comes up, right?
That's right.
All right, let's plant them. You got your knife there?
Sure do.
How about planting this one right here?
Okay, so just make a hole in the cover.
Make a hole. You can make it a little bit wider than the other, but just make a hole.
Okay.
Good job. Now let's do the
Thank
same
you.
down. Just take the same one. I'll tear this
Alright.
out for you. All right, let's make a hole. I'll make a hole down here, and you make a hole there.
Okay. Just
I'll
make
help you. That's all I'm going to help you now.
All
yeah?
right, just make a nice deep hole.
Deep hole wide enough to drop that plant down in it. That's
Okay.
right. Okay. That's your plant. I'm going to plant this plant
All right. Take
Comes
it out
right-
of the
right out of the pot.
Okay. Just drop it
him,
on in.
Drop him in the hole and push him down. Remember we said we want to put our tomato plants deep when we started planting them?
That's right.
They do better deep. There we are. Very good, Dorothy. And one more thing. hot water.
All right, so pour a little bit of water where we just put the
That
plant.
settles the roots in the soil. Take about a half a cup of water, something like that will be fine.
Okay.
And now you know what you've done. You've got something that'll make you 50 pounds of tomatoes.
Wow.
If you'll water it, take care of it, and talk to it, you'll be just fine.
Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to grow?
They're ready. They're in an earth box.
Sounds good.